I didn't think I was gonna be making this video. I really didn't think it was gonna be me. I didn't think I was gonna be that guy. I love watching these videos, don't get me wrong. We've all done it. We've all gone down the YouTube rabbit hole and we've all wanted to see the comparison of people using gear and switching over. It's really a guilty pleasure, but I'm here. I'm gonna be making one. Basically, what happened was I finished shooting my last wedding, shot entirely on Canon, and it kind of made me realize my next wedding is gonna be shot entirely on Fuji. And that's a big deal, man. Like, I've never done a wedding. I've done loads of professional work and that's why I've got the confidence to do it now. But my last wedding, I'm quite proud of it, but I feel like my next wedding, if it's shot on Fuji, it's gonna be a lot better. My last wedding was shot on a Canon 6D Mark II. You must be thinking, this is not a professional camera. Brother, tell me, why do you want to use this camera? I mean, it gets the job done, so what's the problem? Pass on mera bhai, do not use this bloody camera, it is not professional, I will bloody smack. Well, hey, chup, nay, chup, alright. Yeah, so a lot of you will be thinking like that. Probably not like this, but in whatever culture you come from, that's gonna be what happens. And I'm gonna show you a snippet of the wedding film that I did. I've actually uploaded the full wedding up below. I've done the last video, I'm not gonna do it again. Video is gonna be linked up here. You can see the full 5 minutes if you wish, shot entirely on 6D Mark II. So for those of you that are curious, there is gonna be that loaded on this channel. But just to give context and explain what I'm talking about, here's a 30-second snippet. I find that with the 6D Mark II, the color profile is really hard to work with. Now that I'm used to shooting on Fuji with the flat profile, you can even shoot in F-Log if you want. I've never been a big advocate for 4K. However, 4K for me, now that I've tried it, I can't go back. I might not export in 4K, I will downsample it into 1080p. But there is a huge difference. Another thing is the price. The price is huge. I mean, for the money I paid for the 6D Mark II, I could have easily bought this camera which has nearly double the features, double the specs. And it's quite annoying knowing that I should have bought it back then, but doesn't matter. It's been a learning curve, and what I'm trying to get at is, yes, I have switched over, but if you do have a Canon or whatever, or camera that might not be viewed as the most professional camera, it doesn't matter, you can still get the job done by any means. However, there is one thing I will miss dearly, and that's gonna be the in-body time-lapse. Time-lapses, man, I love integrating time-lapses into my wedding films. It's just something about that kind of like passing of time, yeah? And you can't do that on the Fuji. Yes, you can do time-lapses, but it's individual photos which you need to stitch together. Very long, tedious process. With Canon, it's done, built in, you export it as a time-lapse. I know, however, that Fuji can do it. They did offer a firmware update for it. However, when they gave the decision to the public, sounds like bloody Brexit referendum going on. When they allowed you to choose, people didn't vote for it. So hopefully, maybe next firmware update? Who knows? But I've sold my 6D Mark II. However, my partner, Chloe, she decided to keep hers, and I think that's a good thing. So if we ever need to resort back to it, it's always here. It's no big deal. We'll be all right. And in the wedding, everything was shot on this lens, which, I don't know, I never felt the need to switch. But I did integrate this lens for the first time in the video watching, so I'm really excited to kind of integrate the Fuji lenses because they are way smaller. I can actually pack them in my bag. With this stuff, you have to run back to the car, get it. You don't want to leave your luggage lying around in the hallway and stuff. So I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of advantage now being able to take the Fuji, and I can probably have two bodies in the bag if I use a nice slim peak bag. Give me 1 minute, I'll show you the bag I'm talking about. This is the bag which I use. It's got literally another pack of tissues there, but that's all I need. That's all I need to have. With the Canon, it was like, you need to have the camera around your neck, you need to carry an extra bag, it was kind of tedious. Now I just need to probably have 2 lenses, that bag. If I feel like I need a glide cam for the event because we're gonna be kind of doing some walking tracking shots, I'll take that, but it's not gonna be the end of the world. And this video is just gonna be part 1. I will be giving a little rant update about when I actually do a wedding, which is going to be next month in May. I'm doing a wedding entirely in Fuji, so I'll be giving you the compare and contrast and talk about my thoughts and how did it feel. Will I meet the expectation or will I exceed the expectation? Who knows? Let's see what happens. But for now, just wanted to give you a quick little update. I felt really compelled to share this with you. I mean, the photos that I've been taking, the video that I've been doing with the Canon have been good. They've been reliable, but now when I flip over to Fuji, and the photos I'm taking right now and the YouTube videos that I'm making, there is a huge world of difference, and I feel it, and I'm able to capture the moment. I'm not gonna rant about color science, I'm not gonna rant about specs too much or the sensor size. I'm talking about, I feel like having an inconspicuous camera, I'm allowed to capture more moments, and that's what the product is essentially. People want to have those beautiful moments captured. Anyway, my Instagram's up here. Subscribe to the channel if you wish, doing weekly videos, and I'm just sharing my journey, inspiring you guys to show you the results, and hopefully you guys can make your own decisions. Go out there, take amazing photos, make beautiful videos. I will see you next week.